Hey guys, I am so happy to be here. I have been anticipating doing this call with you guys all day. I actually already knew that I wanted to do this call while I was at Summit, just because I felt the excitement and the just of everything that's going to be going on and everything that's been happening. I hope you guys can kind of feel my excitement as well and just envision yourselves taking your businesses to the next level, taking your bodies to the next level, taking your mindset to the next level. So I know I can probably just go on and on and on. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to go full screen. All right, cool. So thank you guys again for being here. I am so excited to deliver this content to you guys. Do me a favor, if you guys have any questions at all during this presentation and these company updates or anything for that matter, please feel free to drop them in the chat of this actual meeting, and I will go at the end if there are any questions and answer any questions that you may have. So thanks you again for taking the time out to be here. I know what it takes to have to make arrangements or to have to set time and some energy and some attention to this, and this is going to be something that's going to be happening every Tuesday at the same time. So I would love for you guys to make sure that this is a priority, because if there's one echoing sentiment that I heard over and over at the leadership track that I was in for diamonds and star diamond leaders, it's that our team culture is everything, and this connection with one another is everything. So I'm really excited to deliver content. I have seriously a notebook full of notes that I took from Summit in the leadership track. So the way that it works is that they split you up according to where you are in your business. And everything that I listened to was so tailored to where we are now with our team. I have so much content to deliver to you guys, and I just can't wait to be able to get one, face-to-face time with you guys every Tuesday. And two, be able to just grow more as a leader and take everything that I'm learning and share it with you guys. So I am fired up. I hope you are fired up too. Again, if there's any questions, drop them in the chat below. We're going to go pretty quick. I have to pay attention to the time. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started. So first and foremost, I was so excited to see Sabrina there. Summit, so let me just paint a little bit of a picture for you guys. This is my 6th year as a coach. The first and only summit that I had been to prior to this was 2014, and it was a very last minute decision to go. I knew the coaches were going to be out there, and I really wanted to be out there. So I begged my husband, and he finally said yes. And we drove out there in the middle of the night, got there at 5 a.m. Everything else started. But honestly, my attention was not there. My husband wanted me to go out and party. So I felt really torn between wanting to learn, but my husband wanting to do something else and it being a completely different kind of trip. I knew that there was a lot of value, but I also I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. So that was the only summit I've been to. But after that, we also have our Success Club trip that I earned. And so I chose to pick that trip over Summit. And I will never do that again. Because as you know, travel with kids is very hard. So it was one or the other. And the Success Club trip, I can definitely have fun with the family. It's more family oriented. There's not as much general session and learning there. It's more of a celebration and a big party and travel. And that's pretty much all it is. So I told myself and I told my husband, honey, this is a big deal. I have really, really high goals for our team. I want to be a high achiever this year. And I knew that being at Summit was going to be a non-negotiable for me. And my mind is freaking blown. It definitely delivered. I'm going to open up this window real quick. And I just swear to never miss it again. Ever, 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 ever. And yes, it is work to get out there. I have 3 kids and 1 baby. And it's very hard to get out as a parent, but if you can make that happen, it is so freaking worth it just to be around people that get you. So I got the opportunity to hang out with Sabrina a lot. And that meant a lot to me just because she's been with me for like 4.5 years. And that was the first time we met in person. So it was really great face-to-face time. And it just gives you, it validates what we do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm just going to start babbling. So summit announcement. These are straight from, let me go. How do I go? I don't even want to see my bar. Whatever. Okay. Summit announcements. Can I hide this? Whatever. Seasonal Shakeology flavors. Pumpkin spice Shakeology was a big thing last fall. It sold out pretty quickly. So if you had people who didn't get it then, this is a really great time to talk to people about it now. I honestly wouldn't start talking about this yet. My focus would solely be on Morning Meltdown 100. So I probably wouldn't start talking about this, but I'm going to go over the company updates just because I want you guys to be in the know. So this PDF I took from our Beachbody Champions page, and I just copied and pasted on some slides. So we're going to go over it really, really quick. So we have our 2 seasonal flavors. Pumpkin spice is going to be available September 3rd. It goes really quick. So if you want to get it, then I highly recommend that you pick it up. Or tell your clients that you know are like basic and love pumpkin spice lattes that they can get it through you. And then we also have peppermint mocha Shakeology. This is brand new. It's the same thing, November 1st, around like late fall, and again, limited edition. So you can actually get pre-order commitments. Like go through, if you were around last year and you had people who ordered pumpkin spice Shakeology, those are great people to market to, or just start talking about it and talk about your excitement. Another great thing would be is once they start selling pumpkin spice things in store or Starbucks, you can start talking about it then and kind of plug it then. Plant-based beach bars. This is a big one because a lot of people were worried about the chocolate and if whether or not they use dairy, what type of protein they use. This is going to be a really good flavor, I would think, because I love chocolate almond anything. I'm super excited about this one. This is available in December. And anybody, the way to talk about it is just talk, if you're using a beach bar user now, just talk about the excitement. I kind of just like to plug them into my stories like, oh, it's like one of my favorite snacks. I honestly will never buy a different bar again. I've tried RX bars. The ingredients list to a kind bar is a lot better. So I love having also a beach bar every day at 2 o'clock. I don't know why. It's like 2 or 3. I crave a beach bar and I have a beach bar every day. I look forward to it. I don't crave, like, I don't even think I've had a Snickers bar or anything like in forever. And that's because of beach bars. So that is a really great way to talk about it. The kids love them. They're obsessed with them. They kept me alive pretty much at Summit on some parts where I didn't have time to eat. And it's just a really, really great snack. And it's also a really great way to stay active. The baby's knocking on the door. It's a really great way to stay active. So I currently get Energized plus 2 boxes of beach bars sent on my husband's account. And on my mother-in-law's account, I have an outfit from Beachbody Apparel coming right now, but I also have Plant-Based Recover on her. So there's so many different ways to stay active, and beach bars is definitely a good one because they're freaking good, and the ingredients list is by far the best on the market. The baby is like straight knocking on the door right now. Collagen boost. This is a big one. Collagen is huge right now. If you see collagen peptides in the stores, Vital Proteins is pretty much like the big one right now. And now Beachbody has developed their own. So when I use collagen peptides, it is probably the best way to go is to talk about your experience or the benefits or what you're excited about. If you've never used collagen before, look at the benefits and read up on them and think about how they are going to serve you in your own life. For me personally, when I had collagen, I have like wrinkles down here that I'm a little bit kind of like self-conscious about. I was like trying to buy eye cream for the first time at like 33. And when I started drinking collagen, it like filled them in. So I truly believe it works. It takes about 30 days for you to see. I thought I saw it in about maybe 2 weeks. But collagen plus the biotin and Shakeology, like it'll thicken your hair. I'm not a scientist, but these are the things that really worked for me. It thickened my hair, my postpartum hair after the baby like started coming in super fast. It just helped my skin. Like my skin felt so supple. Everyone was like, "You're glowing," when I didn't have any foundation on. Like my skin just felt so supple to the touch. And it's just a really, really great supplement. And it's really good on your joints as well. So a lot of people who have joint issues, who have achy joints, and things like that, they have reported that they feel so much better with that. And it was cool because when you're at Summit, we all have similar interests. So a lot of people were openly talking about the benefits of the collagen that they're taking already. And a lot of people were saying, especially the older crowd, is that it definitely helps with joints. Let's see here. So to leverage this announcement, get you a tub. Get yourself a tub. It is $26 for a tub. I believe the tub will last you for 28 days. And it is going to give you, I believe, 28 points of PV, meaning it'll be that plus Energize, you're an active coach. If you are a coach level, then that'll make you an active coach, meaning if you start to bring people on and refer people, you are going to make a commission. You will not make a commission if you're an inactive coach. There are so many different products now that will get you active, and having collagen paired with something else is awesome. On my husband's account, I did have the performance stack at one point, so it was Recover and Energize, but we weren't drinking the Recover fast enough because my husband wasn't working out every day. He works out about every other day. So I started to have a surplus of Recover. So I stopped the Recover. I have the Energize there. I have 2 boxes of Beach Bars, and now I'm going to add collagen because as a diamond coach, he needs to have at least 90 PV. So I have all 3 of those to make him an active coach. So if you are struggling, say you have a surplus of Shakeology, which you should be drinking your Shakeology every day anyway. If you have a surplus of product, and this is a really great way to try other things. I also on a quarterly basis, I get a 3-day refresh set as well. 1, because I want to be doing 1 every quarter, and 2, because that's another really great way to get products sent to you. See, new Shakeology.com. This is pretty self-explanatory. They revamped the website and it looks really freaking good. So that's a great way to get your clients and prospects kind of looking at what Shakeology has to offer. Of course, you always want to lead with the benefits and what you love about it and how it served you and helped you. But if they're the type of people that need to poke around on a website, in your conversation, then send them to the new Shakeology.com. Promo codes. This is a big one. There's a lot of questions on this. So Beachbody released promo codes for us. So you are going to get, all active coaches will receive 3 promo codes to your email for an additional $10 off of any challenge pack through the end of July. So they're going to expire on July 31st. I challenge you for this week. It's launch week. Happy launch day, by the way. I like my high is finally going down, I think because I'm a little tired now that it's the end of the day. But you guys, I was just like high energy all day. Ryan, I hit Success Club in Ryan's account today. So now I'm moving on to my mother-in-law's account, and then I'm going to build for rank. But like, I've been so high energy talking about Morning Meltdown all day, every day, and just making sure that I am conveying my experience at Summit and also my excitement over this program. And we're going to talk about that later on, a little later in my actual training. But you're going to get promo codes. Hand those out. I was telling people, I was like, I feel like freaking Oprah today because I have 3 active accounts, me, Ryan, my mother-in-law that I'm building. That means I have 9 codes. If you have a spouse account and they're not active right now, you need to activate them because I'm telling you, those 3 challenge pack sales First of all, you're gonna get $150 back by getting your spouse back active and using those 3 promo codes. I highly recommend you activate them by trying different products and getting those challenge pack promo codes. They have been huge for me because I'll follow up with people and I say, hey, I know you expressed interest. You're in this new group. Are there any questions that I can answer for you? Just to let you know, I had 9 promo codes when we started today. At this point, I only have 6. I only have 3. What are you thinking? And they'll make them, it's creating urgency because it's true. They are going to go fast. And 2, you're able to follow up with them and kind of follow up and connect with them again. So these were available as of yesterday. I got 2 batches today and I'm going to get 1 more tomorrow. You receive 3 promo codes and you can use them in whatever account. You can use them in whatever combo. So if you are building or selling under a spouse account, then you can use the promo code from your account to sell on that account and it'll still work. And also it has to be on a challenge pack or a completion pack that is at least $140. So if you have a completion pack, say you have somebody who already has bought and you send them a link to a completion pack and it's like one of the 120 or 130 ones, then it's not going to work. It has to be at least $140. A really great way is to message your people in your current challenge groups. You can say, hey, I don't know where you are in your Shakeology cycle right now. Like try to catch them in a good cycle and say, if you are wanting to do this, I can give you a promo code. We can cancel your current Shakeology or whatever HD you have going on right now, get you signed up fresh again, and you can use that promo code. 1, because the bundle is going to be cheaper by getting a completion pack and doing it that way. And 2, you get to use your promo code. A new workout that was announced is 6 weeks of the work. So this was pretty cool. It looked really intense. We have a new super trainer, I think Amolia Caesar. It's pretty intense. So it's more for, I think it's going to be more for like our intense crowd, maybe the CrossFit crowd, the people that want something like really amped up. I didn't see that there was too much of a modifying going on. And another thing is that he does use explicit language, but there is a clean track. But although it does censor, so there's a lot of bleeps. I'm not sure if they're like actually bleeping. Maybe it was just for marketing purposes that they did that. But there was a lot of concern because I was lurking in the comments, seeing what people were saying, that it still would be something that they wouldn't want to do in front of their kids necessarily because of the bleeping. For me personally, I'm just like, whatever, my kids hear it anyway. But there is going to be some concern. So it's not going to be for everyone. We're not going to be marketing this to the masses. It's going to be more for those who really want to take their fitness to the next level and kind of already have a pretty good baseline of fitness. So that will be coming out September 30th. That's going to be early access. It is going to overlap a little bit with Morning Meltdown 100 because I did the calculations and we end like beginning November-ish. So there will be some overlaps. We'll have to kind of figure that out as the timing comes. But again, we're not marketing that to everyone. So I think some of us will be okay. And also, if you're doing Morning Meltdown and you end up Jericho was talking that like maybe in the beginning you could double up workouts because at the end, towards the end in the end phases, it starts to get really intense and it ramps up and you can feel it. We may start doubling up in the beginning and some of us coaches may end up stopping or ending the program earlier than normal. Another program was Bar Blend. There wasn't a lot really to talk about here. This is like a dance inspired bar program and it's by Elise, and Elise is in the 21-day yoga retreat, and I really loved her style of teaching, so I think that she's going to be a really great educator. 5 days a week, 60-day program, 30 to 40 minutes each. It's low impact but high intensity. It's probably going to burn because she did some of her yoga, like she does like a yoga heat where you're just moving constantly. They're still going through yoga moves, but she is good. So how to get these programs on your coach's radar by building excitement while continuing to focus on Morning Meltdown 100. And then we are expanding to France. This is going to be huge. I think this is going to be really big for our Canadian network of coaches. We are going to be expanding to France in the in the second quarter of 2020. We don't necessarily have the logistics yet, but they're going to, just like when they launched the UK, they're probably going to have a lot of Beachbody Champions trainings and things like that. Some of the top coaches in the network will probably travel to France to do kind of like a big launch. But I think that it's going to be huge for the Canadians because they have our French speaking friends over there. And then Coach Summit 2020, we're gonna be going back to New Orleans next year for Summit 2020. From what I hear, the last New Orleans Summit wasn't everybody's favorite because there were still some logistics that needed to be worked out. From what I'm hearing, what people were complaining about last time was that everything was very spaced apart versus where we were in Indiana. Like everything was within one big convention center in different rooms. So the events team did say that they learned from that and they're going to have shuttles. So I've already purchased my ticket. The ticket prices did go up today, so they went from $125 to $150. So they'll be $150, I think, until the end of the month. You guys, if you even think for a second that you're going to go, get your ticket, because I was so last minute in my decision. I paid $297 for my ticket on site. So I paid double the price that it is now. So if you even think that you're going to go, I would get the sale ticket, and it is 100% so worth it. And you're going to get so much value out of this. So you can register at coachsummit.com. And if you do register, let me know, because I'm in a Shred Nation Summit 2020 group. I know Delita purchased her ticket. Woo woo, Delita! So freaking excited. And then you can request access in that Shred Nation group. We post all of our updates in there. All of our communications, even on site, we were like, where are you guys at? And like, where are you sitting? And we were posting updates in there. Because seriously, so many of us go. So get in there, and we're holding each other accountable. We just declared our goals of where we want to be for Summit 2020. We declared our goals, and we're holding each other accountable. Rob and Chelsea are in there interacting, and I would love to see some Brazen Fitness representation there. My vision and my goal, where I want to see us, as I was sitting there with Sabrina in the nearly the nosebleeds, I'm looking down at the elite and I'm looking down at the premier coaches, and I'm like, I will be down there representing our team next year, and my goal is to have 20 to 30 coaches there with us. I want us to have a celebration. I just want to see you guys there, just mingling with people who think like us, because it is so important. And it is so important that you guys see kind of the force and the type of people are there, because it's just the energy is just crazy. It's just so crazy. It's like our morning Zooms, but on crack, because you are in person. All right. So those are all of the company updates that I had for you guys. So just a couple announcements that we are going to be going back to a Success Club requirement in our Business Builders group. I think it was really great for us to do the challenge, or the Success Club tracker. I am still going to be holding you guys accountable with the Success Club tracker. However, I wouldn't be serving you guys as a leader and pushing you if I didn't hold you accountable to the metric that 100% counts in your business, because it means you are bringing on new people and new clients on a monthly basis. It means that you are bringing in new people to experience the gift we have to offer on a monthly basis. So yes, I'm so proud of the activity that was in there. And as a leader of you guys, I'm going to be trying a lot of things and seeing if it works for us. It worked, but it worked about 65%. And I want us to be at a 80%, be a B grade, right? Because we're still not hitting Success Club even with that. So we're going to be going back to a Success Club requirement. I hope you guys respect that. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. But we will be having more team calls like this every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. So it's going to be training, live action hour, training, live action hour. So next week's Tuesday call is going to be a live action hour where I'm going to be taking you through the activities in 1 hour that are going to bring you the most ROI, the most return on your investment, so that you guys kind of get into a groove of the activities that it takes to bring people on, the types of conversations I have. And then after that, we're going to do a training. More than likely, it's going to be a training on conversations and kind of like not necessarily scripts, but overcoming objections and things people say. And then the next one after that will be another live action hour. We still will have our Saturday coffee chats. So please make those if you can. Those are going to be more casual. I'm not going to do a training, but we're going to do more of kind of like a round table of what we're doing, what's working and what's not working, and kind of collaborate on ideas there versus this being more training based. Okay. But the point of me doing that is, one, I want you guys in the live action hours to look at the activities that I do personally and kind of my method of thinking around them, the order that I do them in. So you guys can do that and take it and make it your own and do that on your own. And I'm doing the trainings every other week because I want you to implement. I don't want to do a training every single week and then you guys sit on the information and you don't do anything with it. So I want to let you guys process this, let you guys process the things that I'm going to teach and train on, and then implement, see some results, come back in an action hour, and then another training. Does that make sense? Because there's so many trainings out there, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. And I'm so excited to just see you guys win. So one of the presentations that we sat through in general session that really clicked for me that I knew I wanted to share for you is the traps that coaches fall into when they first get started. And I put a picture of an actual trap because when you are falling into your own limiting beliefs, it can feel like you're caged in, and it can feel like you are just confined to the walls that you put up and you're not able to see success. And that's kind of where I'm coming from because I had to work through so many limiting beliefs. I've been a coach for 6 years, and I don't believe that I truly started working my business until 2 years ago because I didn't really believe that I could. I honestly didn't even know I had limiting beliefs. I didn't really 100% know what limiting beliefs were, but I knew that there was a lot of moments that I can think of where I would see a little bit of success and then I would stay there. And then I wouldn't do anything with it. And then my business would fall back and I would retreat. And then I'd be like, this isn't for me. And I kept repeating this cycle over and over and over again. But I would say the right things. I would say things like, but I want to quit my job. I want more time freedom. I deserve this. Like, I want to be around with my kids. And I would say the right things. I'm going to work hard and I'm going to do this. I would say the right things. I hit Success Club All-Star. I was bringing people on, but I was so stagnant, and it was because of my limiting beliefs. And until I realized what they were and I worked through them, I started to see success. I started to bring people on who were like me. I was able to talk to people in a different way. I was able to envision my future or allow myself to sit there and even dream and feel the feelings of my success when I worked through my limiting beliefs and I brought them to the surface. I thought about why I was doing what I was doing, why I was self-sabotaging, why I would see success and then I would stop and I would get inconsistent. So I don't want you guys to fall for them, okay? So that is the whole point of this next topic. And I'm going to share with you guys 5 traps that coaches fall under and what to avoid. Trap 1, if this, then that. If I hit diamond rank, then I'm going to be happy. If I lose X amount of weight, then I'm going to be seen as a credible coach. If I have a transformation, then people are going to start coming to me, right? If this, then that. If this, then that. You have to realize that success is every step along the way. If you looked at the elite coaches, right? Like when you think of elite coaches, right? There's like 200 and something coaches, first of all. There was 200 and something elite coaches out of 400,000, but the premier coaches that were right behind them there were like 90 something. There weren't even that many. And when you look at the pool of the most successful coaches, you see that they're all different shapes, they're all different sizes, they're all different colors. Like everybody is represented there. There's a lot of women, but there are also a few men. And that just shows you that anyone can be successful at this. If this, then that. That is a lie. If you hit X rank, then that doesn't mean that you're going to be happy. Happiness starts and the joy comes from the doing. The joy comes and the confidence comes from taking consistent action when you feel fear. That is where the success comes. And so you have to get that out of your head that, well, if I just start sharing in this way, then people are going to find me credible, right? Like, believe in your mission, believe in the products and services you have to offer, and lead with that. And you have to keep asking yourself too, what can I do to make an impact on the season I'm at today? Where you are now is valid. What you are going through in your life is valid. But how can you spin it to win it and make an impact on somebody's life, right? How can you relate to them, but be instead of being a victim, be a victor? Spin it to win it, and I promise you're going to inspire those around you. And also, you need to attach a meaning to the goal you want. So many people are like, I'm afraid to recruit because I don't have a team yet. Well, that's cool. I didn't have a team yet either, but I envisioned where I wanted to see, because people want to follow people with vision and goals. So envision yourself there. You don't have a team yet. That's fine. You have a team right here behind you, right? And so you have to attach meaning to what you want. Trap number 2. I can't be successful if I don't have the answers. This kills me, guys. Or I can't be successful at the program. We hear this all the time, right? With our prospects. I can't be successful at the program because I'm not motivated, right? But it's like, that is found. That is, again, found through doing. And everything that I've learned, you guys, has been learned on YouTube, Google, or the Coach FAQs. When I first started as a coach, Rob and Chelsea were growing pretty rapidly. I was like maybe like their 100th coach. So I'm like in the first business center. I'm like an OG coach. And I honestly can say that when asking questions, Rob has linked FAQs for me. Like, I'll ask a question, FAQ link. And that taught me to be resourceful. That taught me to not necessarily rely on them, because sometimes I did ask for some help where I just like, dude, I read the FAQ, I don't understand it. But it is so important to remember that everything is figure outable. Everything that I have learned in regards to Instagram algorithms, the best times to post on Instagram, the Instagram stories that captivate people, Instagram stories that sell. Everything that I've learned from a podcast, YouTube, Google, Coach FAQs, or another top coach by watching them. I don't have it all figured out. I know you guys look at me and you're like, oh my gosh, Camilla knows so much. I really don't. I have a high school diploma and a Google search bar, like Rachel Hollis does. And I learned everything there. Everything I learned on Instagram, I've learned there, or I've learned by watching. So be observant and just know that ready is a lie. Nobody is truly ready. I learned how to create a podcast by Googling it and then reading like an article. And I found the app. And that's how I learned to start a podcast. I taught myself how to create graphics on a free version of Canva. And so it's just all about being creative and resourceful and also asking the right questions. And remember, ready is a lie. Like, it's a lie. Nobody is truly ready, but people are. I was scared when I first started, and but I made sure that I moved forward in spite of the fear, because that's where I found my confidence. I was like, ooh, that was scary, but I did it anyway, and I'm alive. I didn't die. I'm like, oh, okay. I just did my first podcast. Maybe 5 people have listened to it. My intro sucked, but it's a learning curve. Everything is figure outable. Trap 3. I need someone to motivate me. You guys. I had, there was I've heard this around the team. We are very blessed to have upline support that is very supportive and very present, but sometimes people leave the business or they take a step back from the business, whatever happens, and they have coaches that are kind of left high and dry. But you have to also remember that they are not your manager. They're not your boss. They don't necessarily owe you anything. So it is all within you. And this is a really good segue into our Morning Meltdown 100 group. If you guys have noticed, I labeled it Want to Be 100 and Abundant, because abundance for me is knowing that I am enough. Abundance for me is knowing that whatever I am looking for in the outside source to motivate me to get to the next level is always within you first. So that's what abundant means to me. And for you to seek motivation from an outside source, like, yeah, these calls are great and I would love to motivate you guys. But when Zoom is off and you're back home and you're in front of your kids, like, it's up to you to motivate yourself to do the things that you need to do to move your business forward, to move the needle. So it's not up to any outside source to motivate you. That is all within yourself. You have to want to change more than you have to want to stay the same. And that's within you. I can't lace up your shoes for you and press play for you. I can't send those invites for you. That is up to you. And that's why you have to go back to believing in your mission and attaching meaning to the goal you want, right? So like, what is your goal? My goal is time freedom. Well, what is that going to mean? That means that I need to make X amount of dollars and I need to I need to sell X amount of challenge packs. I need to create this impact. And so I attach that meaning to everything that I do. If I don't send these invites, then I don't sell the challenge packs. If I don't sell the challenge packs, I'm not making an impact. If I'm not making an impact, then there's no time freedom. So you have to be able to attach the meaning to what you want. Let's see. Trap number 4, you get so focused on income that you forget about the impact. I was listening to a podcast by Bob Heilig. He is the Your Virtual Upline podcast. He is very business oriented, and he talks about people who have commission breath. Commission breath. You know when somebody's about to sell you something. You can feel it, right? Or even in your initial invite, don't you just kind of feel that like desperation towards the end of the month when you haven't hit Success Club yet and you're sending your invites and you just feel gross about it? You don't have the opportunity to be excited about what you have to offer because you waited till the last month or the last part of the month to try to send your invites out. You're now, all you can do is think about the income because you want to make the income in order to hit Success Club, or you want to make the income to pay for your Shakeology. You forget about the impact. So when you start earlier in the month, right, you send your invites in the first 2 weeks of the month, you get to focus on the impact that you are going to potentially make in that person's life. Think about that. You also want to always add value, right? Lead with education when you're sharing on social media. Lead with education when you're talking to somebody. You don't want to word vomit on them, but you want to add value. So even if they say no, you know you touch them in some kind of way. So that when it is time for them to sign up, when they are looking for that solution to their fitness, that they know that they're going to come to you because you will bless them by making an impact on their life, whether it was just a tip, whether you shared your favorite baby lotion for your son's dry skin, whether you shared your favorite X, Y, and Z, like, make sure you are leading with impact. So right now, I'm huge on kind of like the self-love movement. I'm huge on empowering women to love their bodies in the state that it's in at this time. And so I lead with that type of impact so that next maybe 2 posts down the road, when it is a call to action, it's not super weird and it doesn't feel salesy because I have been adding value to them. And we'll do a training on leading with education and adding value and how to find your niche. And then trap number 5, this is going to be the last one. I need to be a leader in order to be a good coach. I need to be a leader in order to be a good coach. First and foremost, a leader is subjective. Are you saying you need to be a certain rank? Because I believe that as soon as you sign up as a coach and you have that desire to serve and help others, you are already a leader, and it is your responsibility to add impact and value to all of the lives you come across, whether it be somebody in the grocery store, your friend who has a question in regards to nutrition, your audience on Facebook or Instagram, your own children. It is your moral responsibility to add value and touch somebody's life in any freaking way. So that is a lie. We are leaders at any stage of this business, whether you're a brand new baby coach and you haven't signed your challengers yet, or you are a more seasoned vet and like you're still learning and you're still growing. So as long as you have started and you have declared that I want to serve people, even if you signed up and you signed up as a quote unquote discount coach, you are still influencing the people around you. You're still influencing the people around you. So you have the opportunity to take that and add value. Let's see here. All right, that's kind of all I had. We did good on time. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and look here. Megan says, just ordered mine today. Gonna try it out. Got it from my husband's account to get his PV. Are you talking about collagen? Sweet. And then Delita, yes, girl, she got her ticket. She's quick. We like them bargains. Sweet. And then Kelly says that sounds me right now and fighting to change that right now. Yeah. Limiting beliefs, guys. That's all it is. They're lies that we tell each other. We tell ourselves. And the faster that you can acknowledge that they are there, the faster that you can work through them, and the faster you're going to see results. You're going to start to surprise yourself, and the more you surprise yourself, the more confidence you get, and the more confidence you get, the more you project that on your people. So I hope that you guys found value in that. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and take a quick photo. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording.